The speech that I chose to evaluate is President John F. Kennedy's speech at Rice University in 1962 about the space effort. He starts his speech by complimenting the host, which is Rice University, the city of Houston, and the state of Texas. He then addresses the audience, the dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and then begins to increase the knowledge of this time of change and challenge. He then establishes rapport with the audience using the pride and patriotism to promote the United States' involvement in the race for space. This nation must not only be a part of the exploration of space, but we must lead it. Our forefathers guaranteed that this country rode the first wave of knowledge and progress. First, the Industrial Revolutions. Second, modern invention. Third, nuclear power. This nation must lead the coming age of space. According to the John F. Kennedy Library and Museum, JFK states, "The United States accepts this challenge and will move ahead with the space effort." President Kennedy uses the pride of the nation to lead the world with instruments of knowledge and understanding. President Kennedy was an excellent speaker who knew his audience well. He used the demographics of his audience to gain their approval and attention, and connects with them immediately. And he was able to hold their attention throughout the entire speech. The speech was held near the base for NASA, and the president used that fact that the space program would be bringing many jobs to the city of Houston and to the state of Texas, as well as advancing the nation to the number one in the race for space. The impact that this speech had on me was that it pumped up my pride for this country. I wanted to wave the flag, the American flag, after I finished watching this speech. The speech was fairly long, so he did make a few jokes throughout the speech. One was, it was a very hot day here in Houston, Texas, and while you're watching the speech, you can see many men behind him and women. One was the vice president, and they were taking out their handkerchiefs and, patting off their faces. And he said, "No, no, I want y'all to stay cool. Stay cool. I'll stand up here and do all the work." And, that made everyone laugh. And it grabbed their attention, and he made sure that they were still paying attention to him. And, he did that very well. He was a very good speaker, and he was able to keep his audience's attention. And that's one thing I like about him, and how he was such a good speaker. I'm always engaged when watching one of President Kennedy's speeches because he was so eloquent, confident, and knowledgeable. And he used humor to connect with the audience. And to me, it seemed like he always had a way of connecting with everyone that he was speaking to, whether it be the audience right in front of him, or it be the audience that was listening to him on the radio or on the television, that they all could connect to him. There are just some of the techniques that I hope, those are just some of the techniques that I hope that I learn to acquire to use in my speeches moving forward. In conclusion, the president made a mission to land humans on the moon within the decade a top priority. According to NASA, Apollo 11's mission landed Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the moon on July the 20th, 1969. Thank you.